So welcome to all of you for this dashboard designing, automation techniques and reporting techniques sessions. This course actually will be divided into three different parts. One is designing part, that is dashboard designing, then automation techniques and reporting techniques. So first try to understand these course and then we can proceed with doing some exercises. So this course will be completely on dashboard designing, that is we'll see how we can understand the requirements and do some designs such a way that the templates will be completely aligning with the client's requirements or say any other requirements for creating the dynamic templates or static templates. Next is automation. Automation means how to automate the process. So it can be any process. It can be like copying data from one source to another source or exporting data from one source to another source. Then comes your reporting techniques. Reporting techniques means completely working on the raw data and converting that into the readable, say, report. So it can be a table format or a different chart formats, or it can be a kind of scorecards, or it can be indicators. Okay, indicators in the sense KPIs. So today what we'll do is we'll try to understand this dashboard and we'll try to design some dashboards. Also, we'll learn how to design a dashboard. So first of all, let's understand what is this dashboard. Dashboard means it is a kind of template which will help me in by displaying or say presenting a report. A dashboard can be of static, or it can be dynamic, or it can be interactive. When I say static, the data what we have will be fixed. Say I have 1000 rows of records, that's all. Whatever the reports I'm getting, it will be within that 1000 records only. When I say dynamic means the reports what we see, it will be keep changing. Say I want to see, I have 4 regions data, I'll just select some say drop down, then the region has to change. Also the data can be keep getting updated. Say for example, I have this 1000 records this month, and next month again some more data gets added, and the report should get dynamically updated such a way that even if I keep updating every month or say every week or every day, the report should get updated. So this is dynamic reports. Interactive report means, say I'll give some inputs. So what it should do is, depending on the inputs, it should give me some output. So it should be very interactive. Say I want some say growth percentage. I'll say, okay, this is my data. So this is what it has to be calculated. So you just give that data. So it has to give me some results. So it should be interactive. When I say static, dynamic, and interactive dashboards, it can be with macros or without macros. When I say without macros, so mostly it will be a static dashboard because there will be using a lot of formulas. But yes, I can still create dynamic dashboards, but not to the extent where we can create the dynamic dashboard by using macros. So you can decide first whether my dashboard should be a dynamic, static, or interactive. So depending on the requirement, then we'll have to plan whether the dashboard should actually have a macro or not. Why I'm speaking about macro is the complete dashboard designing what we're learning is in Excel. The dashboards what we create can be in any other tools as well. So we have now BI tools where I can create dashboards by using Power BI. We can use Tableau, we can use MicroStrategy or say ClickView or any other BI tools as well. But what we're actually learning now is the dashboard automation reports by using MS Excel. Now many people will be thinking MS Excel is like outdated or say not many options are there. We have now BI tools where I can do a lot of things quickly. Whatever you have BI tools, but still Excel is the base. So if you're strong in Excel, next whatever dashboards you're creating in any other tools, it will become more easy. So for that reason, make sure that you will learn this MS Excel, its features, the formulas, and more other options which will help you in creating a very good dashboard. So as I told you, dashboard is nothing but it's a template. It can be static, it can be dynamic, and it can be interactive. In this complete course. So what I'll be teaching you is I'll be teaching you how to create a template, understand the requirement of the client. Then I'll tell you how to create static, say dashboards, then interactive dashboards, also dynamic dashboards. After learning this designing, then we'll go for reportings. After that, we'll go for automations. Right. Now, as I told you, the dashboards can be created in two different ways. One is by using macros and without using macros. We'll think that what dashboards we're learning now, so we'll do both the ways. One is with macros, one is without macros. I'll show you both the ways so that you can be aware of when I should use macro, when I can use without macro dashboards. Right? Okay. So today's session completely I'll be concentrating on the designing part. So how we should actually concentrate on the designs, what I should actually take care before starting my dashboards. This one Excel sheet, what I have opened. It's a fresh Excel sheet. No formats have been done, no formulas, nothing. Just a fresh Excel file I've opened. First thing what I'll do is I'll save this. Any dashboards or any file, if you're working or any project you're starting working, first make sure that you will save the file. That is very important. While saving the file, you have to decide whether this should be with macros or without macros. If it is without macros, you can save it as .xlsx, and if it is with macros, save it as .xlsm. Assuming that I'll be working this on macros, so I'll save it as .xlsm. And also we'll see how we can create the dashboards without using macros as well. I'll say Control S, first step, and then I'll go to one of the folders. So I'll go to one folder where we have this dashboards, say H drive, and say dashboard. So here I'll say dashboard class. I'll use the same file every day so that it will be like, a sequence of classes for you. The dashboard class May 2020 weekend, we'll say version 1.0. Right. Now it says Excel workbook. I'll go here. I'll select macro enabled workbook and I'll say save. So first step is done. Right. The second step, say for any template, or say we call it as dashboard, for any dashboard, make sure that you'll have a home page. Home page in the sense, as soon as I open a workbook, first page which has to get landed is the home page. So when I open, the landing page should be your home page. So what I'll do is I will name that, say WKS home. Now again, coming to this WKS, what is WKS? So you should maintain the standard, that is WKS is nothing but worksheet. WKS home, right? Okay. After this, I'll also create one more sheet, which will be a variable sheet. I'll tell you why it is used, WKS var. This sheet will hold all the text which will not be actually shown here. Say, for example, I want to use some title. I'll just put some title here. Then I'll be referring that data here. Or if some calculations are to be done, I'll just do it in this sheet so that those calculations are not seen in the main sheet where we'll be displaying. Any calculation should be done in the backend sheets. We call it as backend sheet or variable sheet, wherein those calculations, only the final output should be shown in the main report sheet, or the one which is visible to the user or client. So I created these two sheets. Fine. Now what we'll do is we'll see how I can create a home page. I'll create a very simple home page to start with, and then slowly once we start doing our dashboards, then I'll tell you more other designs as well. To create a very simple dashboard, what I'll do is I'll go here, I'll say insert, and I'll take some shape. Study of shape is very important while designing. See here, you don't have to be master in graphics. I'll show you a simple way of creating a dashboard. See, go to illustrations. Here I have this shape. If you click on this, I'll get a lot of shapes here. Take any of the shapes. So what I'll do is I'll just take something like this with rounded corner, a rectangle box, and then I'll just try to increase this like this. Just a design, that's all. See, yes. Now let me format this. Go to format, and then here I have so many predefined formats. I'll just take one of these. Make it white so that it looks very nice. Hide the grid lines. Go to view and say grid lines. See, now I can see only this box. Fine. If you still want to make more, visible or say more elegant, select this, go to format, and here I have the shape effects, give some shadow. See, this looks even more better, as if it is embossed. Now for any dashboards, when I say home page, it should have a title. Let's assume that I want to put one title here. So what I'll do is, I'll keep the title in this variable sheet. I'll say title, subtitle. Let's go here. I'll put a title, let's say online dashboard. See, I've just typed the text here, but when I go here, I'll take one shape, say illustration, then here I'll take a text box here. Previously I'd taken this rectangle box. I'll take this text box and I'll click here, and I'll just try to select this, go to this formula bar. So I'm trying to refer this data. What is there in C5 of WKS variable sheet? Go here. Directly I cannot give the formula here. So for that, what I should do is select this shape, and I'll go here. I'll say equals, and then select this cell. See, the formula is given, enter. See, the data, whatever is there here, see. Now if I go and change this, it will get changed here as well. So why I'm taking this references? If I'm taking the data directly here, if I want to change the text, every time I have to go and change the design. So you should avoid these things. So for that, what I did, I just took one cell in this variable sheet so that I can refer it, and once I refer it, I can change the format of it. Let's change the format. Let me keep it here, and let's try to make it as a title. So this looks like a normal text. So how to convert this into a kind of formatted text? Go to this format, select this, go to format. Here I have different styles. See, various styles. So you can use this only. Let me just use this and try to increase the font size. Let me change the font to Arial or anything. You can go here, whichever you feel is nice. You can just select. Let me select something like this, and I'll increase size. Go here, I'll increase the size of this. Yes, see. If you want to change the color, you can go to format, and here I have various other designs. You can just explore these things. See, I'll go here, I'll just give something like this. If you're not happy with the font, you can just still go here and change the font style. See, anything you just feel it's good, try to give that. Let's say I'll take this only as of now. If you want to increase, you can still increase this. Now I want to change the text. I don't want this ITAS. Let me go here. I'll just remove this. See, that will go. So whatever changes you do here, that will get reflected here. So that is why always make sure that you will not directly take a text and put the text inside it. Keep on variable sheet and keep the data here. This will help you in editing easily. Now I just have to go here and edit this. Change the data. Let's say I'll go here. I want to change this to the mobile dashboard. See, that will get updated here. So this is a good practice of keeping on variable sheet. And dashboard. Yes. Fine. Suppose if you want to have one subtitle. Subtitle means I'm saying here some title, say this is the main title. I might have some subtitle, say it is a yearly report or monthly report, half yearly report or whatever. So what I'll do, I'll have one subtitle here as well. I'll say monthly report, and here I'll say April 20. Let me go here, say insert, and I'll take one shape, and again I'm just typing something here so that I'll have this text box. Otherwise also I can do, but what will happen, see, I'll not know where the shape is. See, I keep it here, and if I go, see, equals, and then I'll select this, say enter. Now I have this subtitle. You can keep it somewhere here. Make sure that the subtitle will be less font than your main title. You can change the font of this as well. I'll go here. I'll try to change this to something. Let's say we'll keep it this one. I'll just try with this, or we'll take this one only. It looks decent. If you want to change the color, you can go here and you can change the color. If you want to put some kind of format here, you can go here and you can select any of this. Otherwise I'll just leave it as is, and I'll increase the font size. Fine. So what is the use of this? Say for example, now I'm creating a report, monthly report, April 2020. Now I'm going to change this to May, that is next month data. Just have to go here and say May. If you go here, see, the label get changed. So this is how we should actually plan the design. So as I told you, this is nothing much technical. It's just for designing. Okay, this class will be completely on designing. See, now this is done. Now I have the title and I have this, say, subtitle. Now let's say I want the date. Let's show the date, today's date. When I open this, when you open any website, you can see that say the date, today's date. So likewise, suppose if you want to see today's date, so what we'll do is we'll go here, insert, and text box, and I'll say equals. Let me select this cell. As of now, I've not given anything here. I'll say date. I'll say equals today. So what today will do, it will give me today's date. Let's change the format. If I'm not changing the format, see, here also it will be similar format. Let me put it here, and I'll say right align, keep it here. See, let's change the format. Say Control+1. I'll come to this format here. Let's say TD MMM YYY, and then let's give day as well, like this. Fine. Let the same format be here also. I'll just use this. Let me change this to Arial. Yes, make it bold. And if you think you want to change the color, you can change the color to any color you want, like this. Just now I have the title, I have the subtitle, I have the date. Let me do some more formatting here. I'll try to put some lines here just to beautify it so that it looks little good. See, like this. A simple dashboard is ready. So you can put some images. Suppose if you think that you want to add some logo here, let's go here. I'll say picture. If you have a logo, you can go and you can take that logo. Let me just see if I can take some logo here. Let's go right. Yes, we got a logo here. So I'll just try to reduce it. Keep it wherever you feel it looks good. Let me keep it here. See, fine. If you want to put more extra something, say address, or say some disclaimers or whatever, you can just use this text box. Use text box. Don't put it inside this cell. Why? Because text box can be moved anywhere you want. See, if you want to keep it here, you can keep it here. If you want to keep it here, you can keep it. So it will be like flexible. But make sure that you'll have one variable sheet and put all your data here so that this will be very nice to see. Yes, my dashboard, say kind of a simple home page is ready. This home page, let me save this. Now I need to have some buttons. Buttons in the sense of navigation buttons. Say if I go, if you want to enter something, if I click on this, you should enter inside. So I can go and search buttons in Google. But what will happen, that will be an image. There are chances that they are copyrighted. Copyrighted files or say images is illegal to use. But how will I actually create some buttons in Excel itself? I can create a 3D buttons. I can create a very nice buttons in Excel itself. I don't have to be expert in that. How to do that? I'll show you. Let's take, first we should decide whether I need a round button or rectangle button or square button or whatever. Let's say we'll create one very simple button with this rectangle. I'll just take this, just a very simple button I'll show you, and then I'll show you some nice 3D buttons also. Just you can adjust here. Let's say I'll keep it here. This looks very simple. So we thought that we'll make it more, a kind of 3D button or something. Just put it here. So what I'll do is first give a white border that actually looks very good. I'll increase the weight to 3. See, I cannot see that border because the background is also white. Select this, go to format, and here in shape effect, just try to give, see, and this itself is enough. So I can use this as a button, but still let's see how we can make it more nice to see. Let's go to this, I'll say gradient, and we'll go to this more gradients. See, I'll come to this gradient, or I can say Control 1 and still I can come here. See, select this gradient. When I say gradient, I'll get this gradient option. I'll remove these 2 buttons. Here I have this scalings. I just removed that stops here. I have this only 2 stops here. Select this one, let it be light, or if you go here, see I have the predefined colors as well. See, I can select like this. Or if you're not happy with this, you can go and customize it. See what I'll do, I'll take a 3 stop. See, just click here, I'll get 1 stop. So what I'll do is I'll just take it like this. One is in this end, other one is in the other end. Let's make these 2 colors same, the first and the last one. Say if I select this, let me also select the same thing here, and I'll make this as white color. Now here it says radial, make it linear. Now here, see, you can select. See, if you think you can increase something like this, see, you can increase or decrease something like this. See, kind of 3D button. Now I'll go here, I'll put one text here. Say directly you can put one text here. So I'll say enter, and make sure that it is aligned middle and center. I cannot see this because it's white color. Let's change the color of it. Let's change something like this and increase the font size. And if you want, you can give an underline. See, let me change the font style to Arial and make it bold. See, like this. This is one very simple button. Now let's see how I can create a kind of 3D button which is circle. As I told you, this is just for learning design. So just try to learn all this because you can use this in your Excel or say any dashboard. Now I'll show you how to create a circle button with a 3D look. Let's go to this insert, say illustration, shape. Let's take a circle. When I'm taking a shape, just don't, just do like this, hold shift so that you'll get exact circle like this. I got a circle here. Fine. The first thing what you do is always give border as white color. It is actually a good look when you give a border like this with white color. I'll just try to reduce this. Right. Fine. If you're finding it difficult within this space, so what you can do is you can go to a new sheet and create here. No problem. Later on you can bring that to the main page. Suppose if you're not able to do it somewhere here, just take a new sheet and do it. No worries. I'll just hide this. I mean grid lines. I've taken this. Now this is round. So if I want to give a 3D effect, then I have to use the gradient fill, see more gradients, or you can say select this control 1. I'll come to this, take this gradient. Now don't use linear, use radial, right? What I'll do is I will take radial. Here I have the option, so one will make it as white color. Let that one color be light, one dark. I put this as radial type. I have this presets, and here I have this direction. Now what I'll do is in this direction, I will select this one. See, now you can try to adjust this. See, like this. Let's adjust this till wherever I feel it looks good. See, I will give some shadow here. We'll go to this format and shape effects, say shadow. See, now I can see that border as well, and also this looks 3D. Fine. Now this button is ready. I still want something like more shiny in this. So what we can do is go to this insert and take one circle like this and make it eclipse like this, and I'll put it here. Just try to adjust this so that it will sit exactly on this circle like this. Beginning it will be a little difficult, but once you practice, this will become more easy. Now what I'll do, I'll go here, I'll take this, a solid fill, I'll make it as white, and then remove the line. See, it looks like this. Fine, no worries. Again, let's come back to this fill, and here I have this transparency. Just try to reduce the transparency. See, keep reducing till you find it looking good. See, don't count this percentage, just keep dragging here like this. If you feel that it's looking good, yes, see. Now still, if you want to make it more shiny, just take, hold control and drag it, or say control C, control V. See, I'll just put it like this. See, a 3D button is ready. Now select all the shapes. Select one shape, control A, right click and group it. See, one button is ready. Now you can just drag it, control and drag. See, I can create any number of buttons. Fine. Next is putting an image here. Let's say I want this to be a home page or something, or say it can be enter, or it can be any other characters, or say icons. So how will I do? So what I'll do is go to insert. Here I have something called a symbol. Here, if you click on symbol, there will be so many different shapes here. I'll go here and I'll say wingdings. Enter. See, this is a font which will have all these kind of shapes. Or you can also see webdings. See, here also I'll have so many different shapes. Or now in Office 365, if you go here, you have icons. Anything you can use, whichever you feel nice. Say if you go to icons, there are so many icons now. I just clicked on that, so I'm trying to take some icons. Yes, see, you can take this as well. So whichever you feel comfortable, or say whichever you feel that looking good, you can take that. See, there are so many icons here. You can select one of the icons. Let's say I'll select this home. Let's select this. Let's say insert. See, I can take this, reduce this, and I can put it here like this. Yes. Now I'll change the color to white, and then I can give the border something like this. See, a button is ready. This is one way. Now let me take this button. How to insert symbol in that? Insert symbol. So here I'll take this home button. This one home icon is there. I'll just say insert. Fine. See, I got this. Now we'll take one shape. Okay. Again here Let's copy this. It says H is the character C. I'll paste it here. I just copied that character and I paste it here, but here I should change this to web things. I'll tell you what is the advantage of this. Let me keep it here and try to increase the font size. See? Fine. Now let me give the same color here. Let's say font, white color, and border similar to the button color. And if you want, you can increase the font size. Let's increase the font size. I'll keep it here. See? Either you can work like this with icons, or you can take a text. The advantage of this text is, I'll show you. I'll just take this button and this text. Just type anything. I can type, say, I'll take one more button. I'm just trying to hold control and I'm trying to drag. See, we can keep changing. So I just have to type some character, automatically this will get changed. See, like this. So you can create buttons like this. So now no one will come and ask you for copyrights or anything. You can create any buttons like this. So you can change the color as well. If you think that I want to change the color, just go to this and ungroup. I'll get this circle. See this circle, and then change the color here. Just go here, Control 1. I'll come to this format. Change the color whichever you want. Say I want green. Change it any color you want. See, yellow. You want this color, red color, yellow color. So whatever you feel, whichever color you feel that it's looking good, see, you can change it like this. But when you change this color, make sure that you'll change this font color as well so that it looks good. So whatever color I'm changing to that button, change the same color so it looks good. Right? Okay. So this is how you can develop your skills of creating buttons as well. Why I'm telling this is because in the dashboard you have to use buttons, navigation buttons, right? The banners. So all these things you'll have to keep practicing so that your dashboard looks very neat, presentable. Otherwise, it will become like a normal Excel file, which people will think that it's nothing special in that. They can just work on the formulas or say some entries in there and they'll use the Excel sheet. But you should make your dashboard such a way that it should look very neat, very nice, and different from other dashboards. Right? Okay. So let me just change the color of it. Now I can take this and I can paste it anywhere. Let this be here like this as of now. Let's go back to our home page. Now we design one home page, and then I created one button here. If I click on this button, it should go to some reports. Next, what we'll do is we'll see how we can create the report sheet. In that, let's give some banners and then we'll see how we can use a navigation button.